So just remember, while Donald Trump and his people keep getting mired down in scandals and keep trying to talk their way out of it, it's going to be these slow scandals that ultimately are their undoing. Because they're in the middle of the Hunger Games. Trump's people are currently throwing each other under the bus for disobeying a court order to stop sending people to CCOT. We've got infighting amongst Mike Johnson, Donald Trump, and Elise Stefanik. But despite Trump, Hegseth, and the press secretary trying to throw an admiral under the bus for Pete Hegseth's order to destroy everyone on that boat, the media companies who have been using kid gloves this entire time are now actually calling them out for, quote, making shit up. Even Joe Scarborough, who has been known to be incredibly wishy-washy. He says, forget the war crimes, forget what the Army manual says, forget what the DOD manual says. They're just making shit up as they go along every single day, and it looks very bad. And that's very true because according to Gallup polls, even the people who agree with Donald Trump think that his methods and his motives are incredibly sketchy. That Navy admiral that they tried scapegoating said there was no kill-all order in that attack on the boat. But still, Pete Hegseth told him to resign anyway. And now the House Democrats are filing to impeach Kegsbreath. Because remember, he's been an embarrassment since he first took office with Signalgate, where he gave away a whole bunch of classified information. But as they correctly point out, all of these scandals, including the Epstein files, are constant distractions for them as Trump is massively losing approval rating. Next year's midterms look bleak, because Trump and every single Republican knows that the midterms are going to be when they're done. Trump will be a lame duck at that point. All of the fascist shit that he is doing is going to come screeching to a halt. And don't bother rooting for Vance because Trump just called him incompetent. Remember, when Trump took office again in January, he only had a 44% disapproval rating, and now it's in the 60s. His actual favorable approval rating, depending on where you look, is 36 or 37%. He and his fascist pals are absolutely drowning. And as they keep running into all of these scandals, pointing fingers at each other and throwing each other under the bus, it just makes them look more incompetent. To the point where Donald Trump's approval rating is lower than Joe Biden's was after 3.5 years of the MAGA giving him shit. Apparently, the only way we get rid of these people is when their own cultists finally get sick of them too.